friend of Trump. Someone coached Ye and said, this is how you talk to him. If he takes you on the patio, it means this. If you're in the dining room, it means that.
Oh, I remember that. That went public, yeah.
Yeah, so Trump, or Ye, tried to forward that to me. My name's Nick. He sent it to another Nick, a lawyer. That guy called Trump to warn him. Yeah, like major issue there. And Trump just lost his mind. He took a phone call at the table warning him, and he put the phone down.
Oh, I remember that.
Guys, in today's video, we are going to be breaking down Nick Fuentes going to have dinner with Donald Trump and Kanye West. Now, guys, this is something you don't want to miss at all. It's absolutely hilarious. Just the funny stories that they share, all the drama that happened that night. It's absolutely awesome. So you guys want to stick around to the end of the video to see everything that happened that night. Let's get straight into it.
They make up all this shit. He's a pedophile. He's a rapist. He has dinner, his lunch with white supremacists, which I guess you're in that myth, that straw man. But he didn't know he was meeting you, did he?
No, yeah, I guess that's the biggest misconception is everybody has a different idea about it, which is that we set Trump up to take him down. The left thinks that Trump invited us to signal how racist and anti-Semitic he is. But in reality, so that happened the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. So it was November 22nd.
What year?
22. So I actually met Ye for the first time the previous Thursday. So just 4 or 5 days before. And when I met him, he already had that meeting scheduled. That had been scheduled long in advance. And he was already like a Nazi at that point. When we got there, he was drawing and like he was already about it. People said I made him that way. He was in it. And it was a last minute thing that Monday night, he said, do you want to go with me to the dinner? And I said, yeah, of course. And even so, then we flew out the following morning to Florida to go to Mar-a-Lago. And we hadn't even decided on the plane if I was actually going to come to the table and eat with them. It was still undecided at that point. We got there an hour late for reasons. It's a long story, but we got there.
You're with a black person. That's why.
It wasn't his fault, though. It was actually somebody else's fault.
Beetlejuice.
That's
Voldemort.
That's right. Yeah. But so we got there late. We sit down. Trump walks through the dining room and shakes Ye's hand. I think he shook our hands. I don't really remember.
Did he know who you and Milo were?
Milo wasn't there.
Oh, who was the other guy?
It was me, this guy Jamar, who was a Donda Academy engineer. He's black, so I don't know what that means,
Means he drives a locomotion.
And Karen Giorno, if you know her, she's tight with Susie Wiles, they actually had a falling out, but she ran the Trump campaign in Florida in 2016 until October. So it's the three of us plus Ye, and it was basically this last second thing where Trump motioned for Ye to join him, and we were all going to hang out at the bar in the waiting area, and Ye signaled for us to go. And that was our cue. We just walked up. He didn't know me. He didn't know he knew Karen because he had worked with her before, but that's the only person he knew. And initially he was only talking to Ye because he didn't know the rest of us. So he's talking to Ye, and Ye is he's a little shy sometimes. Like it takes a while for him to warm up, especially if it's somebody really respects, like Trump. He's apprehensive. And so Trump was kind of struggling. He's trying to get him to talk, and Ye just like wouldn't talk. So he starts talking to Jamar, and Jamar's an idiot. And he starts talking to me, and I light up, and I'm rapping.
Who put a quarter in you?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just opening up, and I'm, doing my show basically. And so we really start vibing, like we really like each other. And I think Ye didn't like that. So he jumps in and says, well, tell him what you were saying the other day. Because we're strategizing how
about in the Holocaust.
Well, not about that, but like that our game plan to hurt Trump in the election. And I'm like, why? I'm like, dude, don't make me tell him our game plan.
Well, just don't.
Yeah, exactly. And Trump was like, go ahead, tell me, don't be shy. And I said, listen, I'm a young guy. I said, I just love you. I said, and you're one of the greatest living Americans. You're my hero. I have nothing but gratitude just to say thank you. And and he insisted. He's like, don't be bashful. Tell me. And I said, well, you know, when you started in 2015 in the primary, I said you were against the whole GOP, not just the left. They asked you at the first debate, will you support the eventual nominee for the GOP? And you said, no, I won't, because I have a lot of leverage and I'd like to be the nominee as the Republican. But if I'm not, I may run as an independent. I said, in that moment, it showed you were serious, that you were really going to fight actually the GOP establishment too. I said, and this was right after the election, the midterms. I said, you get behind Kevin McCarthy, Ronna McDaniel. I said, we don't like them. I said, we're not here for them. We're here for you. I said, so when you attacked DeSantis, who was talking about running at that time in 24, I said, I like that because you're right. It is inappropriate that he's running. He isn't in great, and you're right about that. And they're piling onto you because they're trying to get rid of you. They want him to be the guy. I said, so I love that. And Trump was like, oh, so you like that? I like this guy. This guy gets me. He's like, so I was like, yeah, I do get you. And so that was kind of where it went. And then there was this big controversy where Trump basically discovered that Ye was being coached. Ye accidentally sent these notes that he got to a mutual friend of Trump. Someone coached Ye and said, this is how you talk to him. If he takes you on the patio, it means this. If you're in the dining room, it means that.
Oh, I remember that. That went public, yeah.
Yeah, so Ye tried to forward that to me. My name's Nick. He sent it to another Nick, a lawyer. That guy called Trump to warn him. Yeah, like major issue there. And Trump just lost his mind. He took a phone call at the table warning him. And he put the phone down.
I remember that.
Demeanor totally changed. And he lit us up for like a half hour.
No way.
Yes.
What did you get? You know what? Your tie.
Well, he didn't light me up. He really lit Ye up, and he told 3 stories about how like black people were ungrateful to him.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah, that all went public too. That was all over the news. Yeah.
So that was the moral of that story. And then Ye asked him to be his vice president, and he flipped out. Yeah, it's major insult.
This is the genius. I mean, I don't want to disparage Ye, and I know you really don't, but that's just not like to me, he's an artist. He's out of his breath. I mean, I'm kind of out of my breath talking about, Israel and all this shit because I'm a dumb punk that just wants free speech. But like, Ye is similar. I mean, he's great at music. He's great at concepts, design, fashion, art. But like, running for president?
Well, he's not.
It's a numbers game.
He's not a policy guy, to put it mildly, But like, neither was Trump. I mean, remember, and Trump had more of a grasp of the issues, I would say, but he would go up there and say, healthcare, well, like, we'll figure it out. He would go up there and say, we're going to bomb the hell out of ISIS. I have the strategy. I won't tell anybody. And he kind of had an idea, but there's a lot of Fox News stuff they just saw on TV. So, Ye in the same way is just like more of a social figure. He's a celebrity. He's sort of a social, cultural figure. And you can't underestimate the cachet that has with people, the way that he can connect with people.
Yeah, it happened with Justin Trudeau. The guy had zero to do.
Total idiot,
but handsome and charming, I guess.
Yeah.
To women.
And Ye mogged Trump. Like, he humiliated Trump because he walked into Trump's home territory, said, will you be my vice president? Like, and then went on Twitter and said, I asked Trump to be my vice president. I can't believe I went to Mar-a-Lago and I was wearing jeans. And then he put out a video a couple days later and people were saying Trump is going to get knocked out of the race.
Really?
I don't remember.
I don't remember that at all.
It's like everything. There was a lot of hysteria about it. People said he's offended the Jews and he might not recover because he was struggling at that time.
He's not here of the race just by being with you guys. Yeah. No, that was huge. Yes. No, I remember that. Yeah. I thought you meant knocked out by Ye because Ye's going to become the president. But no, that was real. Yeah. That damaged him in a big way, especially because the left has this supply and demand problem with Nazis where there aren't any. So if they see any, like a fucking pubic hair of Mengele, they just grab it and fucking put it in front of the camera.
Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Anything helps. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below what you guys want to see next. And if you guys want to see any specific content from Alex Jones, Tucker, Nick, any of those guys, even just current events going on with Donald Trump, I'm more than happy to do that for you guys, because personally, I'm a big fan of posting Nick stuff on here, because I can't find a whole lot of Nick stuff on YouTube anymore. And I'm honestly putting my neck out for you guys to get all of his stuff on my channel. So be sure to definitely turn those notifications on.